We moved into this house 3 weeks ago. It's old, the kind of house that creaks when you breathe and holds on to cold in a way that makes you wonder if it's deliberate. I took the age as part of the charm. My 5-year-old daughter, Zoe, took it as an invitation. It started small. She'd kneel in front of the vent in the living room and whisper to it. At first, I thought she was pretending, kids and their imaginary friends. But it was specific, focused. She'd crouch there for long stretches, saying things like, "No, you can't come upstairs yet. I don't like it when you scream like that," or simply, "Okay, but I'm not doing that again." What? After a few days, I asked her who she was talking to. She looked up at me with that expression kids get when they're about to say something they know is wrong but are testing you anyway. "The girl in the house," she said. "She lives in the dark parts. She found the vents first." We don't have central air. No ductwork. The vents are just old fixtures left over from a system that was removed decades ago. I even confirmed it with the previous owner. Still, I humored her. I told her not to spend too much time pretending. But then I heard the other voice. It was 2 nights ago. I'd just gotten Zoe to sleep and was heading downstairs when I heard whispering coming from the living room. I froze on the stairs. It was Zoe's voice. And something else. Something faint and choppy, like it was coming from the other side of the wall. A second voice, high-pitched but wet-sounding, like it had been trying to speak for a very long time. I didn't go in right away. I waited, just listening. My daughter said, "You said you wouldn't be mean anymore." And then silence. Then, clear as day, something replied, "I said I'd try." I burst into the room, but Zoe was just sitting there with her hands on the vent, wide-eyed, like I'd caught her doing something wrong. And when I asked who she was talking to, she said, "She doesn't like when you interrupt. She said you did that before, too." That night, I removed the vent grate with a screwdriver. Behind it was nothing but wood. No passage, no duct, just old timber and stale air. No way sound could come through. The next morning, Zoe wouldn't eat. "She said your food is bad," she whispered. "She says you lie when you say it's safe." She started drawing things now. Stick figures with huge black mouths, rooms filled with hands reaching up from the floor. She wrote the word "remember" over and over on the back of a cereal box. I tried to ask where she learned that word, but she just said, "You wrote it before, on the wall, before you painted over it." I don't know what that means. Today, I came home from work and found every vent in the house unscrewed. Even the one in the ceiling of the guest room, 12 feet up. The screws were all neatly stacked on the floor below each one. Zoe was in the basement, sitting in front of the vent down there, whispering with her back to me. I called her name. She didn't turn around. Just lifted her hand slowly and pointed toward the wall behind the vent. I walked over. There was a small crack in the paneling, just enough to slip a finger through it. Behind it, something soft. Cloth? I pulled until it gave way. It was a tiny shoe. Moldy. Child-sized. Zoe finally spoke, not to me, but to the vent. He found it. You were right. I haven't asked her what else is in the walls. I don't want to know. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. A quick shout out to my patrons, Old Penguin, Rinku Star, Melissa Perez, Icy Narrates, Seven Cities Journalist, Cupcake Hips, Eric Cifuentes, Alonso, Austin My Love, Ellie Hutmeyer, Jesse Hartley, Lawrence Wallen, Mr. Sankofa, and William Hartley. I always try to link a different charity in the description, so go ahead and check that out. I'm also going to start having more things on my Patreon soon, so keep your eyes peeled. And as always, I'd love to know how I can be praying for you, so go ahead and drop a comment and let me know how I can do that. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video.